Hi, I'm Jenny K. Parks, and this is Fawns and Porter's Charlotte Block of the Month, featuring the lovely Northcott fabrics. I'm going to take you through step by step, and today we are going to start with our chain block. It's a pretty simple one, but what I want you to kind of think about is to be able to, I want you to be able to look at a block and say, aha, I know how that goes together. So I'm going to take you step by step through this one, and we'll make it go together, and we'll make some block magic. So here is the finished block, what it will look like. I want you to notice something else too. A lot of the fabric in this block of the month is directional. Now, some people are very, very particular about directional fabric, and it all needs to go in the right ways and the right directions. Sometimes you can do it, sometimes you can't do it, but we're going to cover a lot of those bases as we go through the whole series here of how to get it to fly in formation, to get everything going in the same direction. Here you can see in this block, I have all these roses. They're all pointing up on both sides, on the top and bottom, left and right, and all the little squares in there. This green fabric is not so directional, so we don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about it with everything. And to be honest, you don't have to worry about it with anything if you choose not to. But I'm going to give you those options, all right? Because sometimes people will put it in here, it'll be a little different, drives them crazy. Sometimes crazy, a little bit of crazy is okay, but it's your choice. So I'm going to give you the options and different ways that you can do it to get the end result that you want to have. Okay, so first, I'm going to show you how this block all fits together. We're going to have a top border and a bottom border and a left and a right. We're going to put a 9 patch in the middle. Let's see, we start with green on the outside. And then you got a blue and a green. And I'll tell you, when I'm doing any kind of layout like this, I always have the pattern nearby or the picture at least that I can look at it for reference, because I have been known to sew it in the wrong way, upside down and backwards or whatever. And if you have that picture there for reference, it will keep that from happening. So here you can see in the middle, we have a 9 patch. And I'm just going to put, let's just make all our little roses going up and down. Look at that. Isn't that cute? But you can see here, these roses at the top and the bottom go up. And these ones, they kind of go this way or that way. So let's say we're doing that on purpose. And I'm just going to move this one so it goes inside. Or, okay, we could move this one too so it goes inside. And then, okay, I'm being really cute here. We could move that one. We could move whatever adjoining block to be in the direction to match the border, if you want. Just having fun. All right, so then you'd have these blocks here on the end. And you can see how it would all go together. First you make your 9 patch, and then you put your top and bottom on, and then you piece these together and make the border. So let me show you how we do some more of that. Get this off of here for us. Move that off to the side. All right, so our 9 patches you would just piece together, just one set at a time. Oops, that needs to go up here, doesn't it? Now what we want to do, there's a trick to get the blocks to kind of snuggle together so that when we piece them, the seams butt up against each other, and that gives you better, more accurate piecing. It gives you a nicer finished result. But to do that, you have to follow the pressing directions. So sometimes it'll say press to the left or press to the right, or it'll say press towards a particular color all the way throughout. Whatever your pattern says, follow those directions, because there's some secret that's going to come out when you're piecing it all together that you needed to have it pressed that way. So I'm going to show you here. Sometimes you can't exactly figure out what they meant or how it's going to fit together. These seams are pressed in this direction. So I'm going to press these seams in that direction. Let's get those nice and flat. And put that up there. You can see they're pressed pretty much in that direction. So now I want them to snuggle together. And you can see, oh, I felt it click right into place. You can tell if those seams are nice and flat, pressed to one side or the other, that they're going to fit together. See, they just line up just like that. They'll fit together and snuggle in with each other so that when I sew it, they're gonna be just perfectly aligned. And you can feel it too. Get so that when you're pressing them together, you can feel what it looks like, what it feels like when they're in the right position. Okay, so let me come over, let me check this guy too. Oh, I might need a little adjusting when I get to that point, but that's all right. We'll adjust as we go. Okay, let me come over here and sew this. I just love it when pieces all fit together. All right, I'm gonna check that real quick. Get that up. Scoot that over a touch. And I'm just gonna sew nice and slowly here. And now I'm gonna adjust this one. If you have pieces that are going, that just don't quite line up, it's okay to put the baggier piece on the bottom. There, come on, I can get it. It's okay to put the baggier piece on the bottom and then adjust for that. There we go. I didn't have it folded the right way. I was teaching a class a few weeks ago, and I made a mistake. I sewed in a pleat into something, and when I heard one of the students behind me, she said, oh, finally, a mistake. I thought, oh my goodness, I don't think you're paying attention, because I make plenty of mistakes. And we all do. No worries about that. Beautiful. Now I have to see how I did. Okay, open that up. Oh, look, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. I got it, I nailed it right there on that one. This one, it's just a skosh off. But you know what I think about when I think about these things is I think, okay, what can I do to improve it for next time? So I wouldn't always rip out something like this and do it again. You think about how can I improve it the next time, and then keep trying and experimenting until you get a method of putting stuff together that works for you. Okay, so I've put some of the block together here. You can see I assembled the 9 patch section. And then I added a border on the top and the bottom. And then I pieced these strips together, just adding a patch at the ends of each one. And I'm going to sew that together so you can see. And again, I'm going to snuggle them in. I'm just going to press them right in there together. Look at that. That looks really nice. That looks great. It feels just right. I'm going to come over here to this side and double check that. And make sure that feels good. All right. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let me sew it. Let's see how I do this time, huh? Step on the gas here. Lovely. And this is a really simple block, but I think it does add quite a bit of personality. It's definitely a classic. All right, I'm coming over that second part, just lining it up as I go. Beautiful. All right, let's see how I did this time. Okay. Ah, lovely. Okay, so you would just continue to press that, press everything out as you go. Definitely, that's important. And remember, keep track of the pressing directions. All right, so the next episode, we're gonna cover plane squares and different cutting techniques so you can have really accurate cutting as we go along, and we'll tackle some of those issues that you may encounter when you're cutting different directional things like that. So I will see you next time.